Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday and it's another beautiful episode of Wisdom Wednesday. First of all, I want to say thank you for all the love I've gotten on my previous video, all the people that watched, all the people that commented. I really appreciate you. It shows me that indeed there is a hunger for this kind of knowledge. You know, in the beginning, I was hesitant to talk about these African philosophies, even though this is something I've been passionate about for a long time. I was hesitant because of the kind of community I live in, the way African philosophy, spirituality, and ancient African culture is generally perceived here and a lot of other places. I was kind of hesitant to dive deep into this, but judging from the reception on my previous video, I know that this is something a lot of people are hungry for, and I am grateful for the opportunity to be here and be able to dispense this knowledge, even though as much as I am teaching, I am also learning. My name is Adi Tutu, and on my channel we do everything from African travel to African education, African lifestyle, African culture, and everything beautiful about Africa, including the good, the bad, and the ugly, because like I always say, a disclaimer whenever I talk about ancient Africa culture, history, and philosophy, I'm not here to paint an unrealistic or an idealistic romanticized picture of ancient Africa. I know that it was a society that was deeply flawed in its own way, but I believe that there are a lot of theories, principles, way of life, practices that we can learn from, we can benefit from in today's world if we can tap into the ancient knowledge and way of life practices that some of our ancestors had. So today we're going to be talking about Igbo philosophy. This is actually one of my favorites, and like I always say, it's just going to be scratching the surface, because when you delve deeply into some of these topics, there is so much information that one video, two videos, 10 videos, 100 videos cannot contain it. It's a lot, and everything that I do here is basically just scratching the surface. Although more videos are going to come, I'm going to try and be more consistent. More videos are going to come on these topics going forward, and as much as I can, I will try to bring as much unbiased, authentic educational videos as I can, and I hope you do enjoy it. For those of you that are coming here for the first time, like I said earlier, my name is Adi Tutu, and on this channel we share everything about Africa. So if you're interested in this content, please like, subscribe, share this video to those who feel might benefit from it, and join this tribe. So today we're going to be talking about Igbo philosophy. Like I said, I decided to start this a bit differently because I want to put my face more in my history videos, so it wouldn't just be like somebody reading off, you know, reading history to you. I want this to be more conversational. I want us to have a conversation. I want us to talk about Igbo philosophy, ancient African philosophy, and the benefits and lessons that we can learn in today's society. So aside from, you know, reading the stories about it, I'm also going to be injecting my own input. Oh my god, the curtain just came into my camera. But anyway, I'm also going to be injecting my own input from time to time. So I guess this curtain struggling with me is my sign to cut this out, because I said this video is not going to be more than 3 minutes. I think it's already long enough. Thank you guys for watching. Don't leave here without subscribing. Sit back, relax. There's so much to learn in this video, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the comment section. The Igbo people, one of the largest ethnic groups in Nigeria, have a rich and diverse cultural heritage that has been passed down through generations. Central to this heritage is the captivating myths and legends that have shaped the Igbo worldview and continue to influence their customs, beliefs, and value systems. This video delves into the fascinating world of Igbo culture, exploring their origin, significance, and the lessons they impart even up till now. While some of these myths may seem fantastical to the uninitiated, they offer a unique window into the Igbo people's collective consciousness and prove valuable insight into their way of life. Igbo philosophy of life and the parameters of individual wholeness investigates the cultural and cosmological dimensions of the Igbo community. By analyzing the traditional values of the Igbo, this video puts forward the opinion that the indigenous people of the Igbo society conduct conducted their lives very much similar to the ways Carl Jung was to posit about half a century later as the best way for conducting a healthy and meaningful life. The Igbo society was a very high-functioning and well-balanced community prior to its confrontation with the Western culture. They had a strong justice system, an educational and writing system, and a set of values and moral principles that held sway over the society. The core concept of the Igbo philosophy is a belief in balance, duality, and the avoidance of extremism. According to the Webster's dictionary, culture is defined as the customary beliefs, social forms, and material traits of a racial, religious, or social group. Another concept very akin and interrelated to the concept of culture is cosmology, which is used to convey the sense of a society's perception of the world in which it lives. Such a concept usually explores the complex interlocking relationships between human beings and the pantheon of forces that function within their society's universe. About the Igbo society, it could be said that what more than anything else defined the relationship of a people to their society than their religion. Indeed, the Igbo are a very religious people. They don't separate their religious life from their secular life. And this is exactly what Carl Jung emphasized as the ultimate accomplishment in one's life. Carl Jung considered spirituality and seeking the infinite as essential for psychic health. He insisted that people must develop their spiritual dimensions, especially in the second half of life, if they want to make their lives rich and meaningful. In his viewpoint, numerous instances of neurosis arose just because people limited themselves to the narrower aspects of life while all the time neglecting their spiritual side. In Jung's view, the decisive question for mankind was this: was he related to something infinite or not? According to him, this ultimate question for mankind has given rise to all the myths and religions ever created, and as such, it could be said that the Igbo religion was also created as an attempt on the part of the Igbo to relate to the infinite and the eternal. The Igbo people stand proud with a rich and captivating creation myth that reflects their deep spiritual beliefs and worldview. Rooted in oral tradition, the Igbo creation myth weaves a tapestry of divine beings, cosmic forces, and primordial elements that shape the origins of the universe and the destiny of humanity. In the beginning, according to the Igbo creation myth, the universe was an expanse of chaos and formlessness. There existed a primordial void known as Chukwu, the supreme deity and the ultimate source of all creation. Chukwu, the cosmic force behind human comprehension, was omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient, transcending all space and time. Within the infinite void, two divine beings emerged: Chukwu Okike, the great creator, and Eke, the cosmic serpent. Chukwu Okike symbolized the creative force and benevolence of the universe, while Eke represented the cosmic energy and transformative power. In the Igbo cosmology, Chukwu Okike is often associated with the sun, which sustains life and provides warmth and nourishment to all living beings. Eke, the cosmic serpent, is linked to the moon, which regulates the tides and influences the cycles of life and nature. As Chukwu Okike and Eke came into existence, they embarked on a cosmic dance representing the eternal cycle of creation and destruction. Their movements echoed through the void, giving rise to the rhythm of life and the ebb and flow of the universe. The dance of Chukwu Okike and Eke echoed through the infinite void, bringing harmony and order to the previously chaotic expanse. In this way, the universe was born, a harmonious symphony of divine energies and elemental forces. The Igbo people believe that the universe is not static, but rather in a constant state of flux and transformation, a reflection of the ongoing dance of creation and destruction enacted by Chukwu Okike and Eke. I thought to point this concept out because it's very, very important. When we talk about Chukwu and we talk about Eke, we see the duality of humanity. I feel it is a representation of the duality of human nature, which we have seen represented in lots of philosophies. The most popular of this being the Chinese philosophy of the yin and yang theory. There has to be duality, there has to be balance. There can't be any yang without a yin, there can't be any yin without a yang. So I feel like it is very interesting and amazing to think that the Igbo had this concept as far as 10,000, tens of thousands of years ago. These are not just concepts that just started yesterday. These are things that have been in existence for tens of thousands of years, and it's amazing to think that we weren't taught all these things normally. Now, why I feel is so important is because a lot of times growing up, we feel the way we are raised is like there's a certain way we're supposed to be. It's like we should extol the emotions of happiness, joy, creation, expression all the time, and avoid the emotions of anger, rage, chaos, destruction. And while, you know, of course, everything has to be done in moderation, which is where balance comes in, but one emotion should not negate the other because it's a flow. They balance each other out. For somebody like me, I used to think before that when I have negative emotions or negative feelings, I should just chop them to one side. But I began to realize that for you to really experience the joy, you need to feel the pain. For you to really experience the happiness, you need to experience the anger as well, the rage. So I began to understand that it is normal, it is okay to have a duality of being, a duality of nature, because even the cosmic existence has duality of nature. Sometimes we have beautiful sunshine, we have seasons where there are lots of, you know, flowers growing, everything is beautiful, lots of greens. Then we have the rain that comes sometimes, and it's like the heavens are angry, you know. And I feel like it's very beautiful to see that even the cosmic is a representation. We are a representation of the cosmic. It is okay to have the duality of these human experiences in existence as long as there is a balance to it. I know I'm all over the place, but let's get back to our teaching. As the cosmic dance continued, Chukwu Okike and Eke realized that the universe needed beings to inhabit and appreciate its beauty. They combined their divine essences, shaping the first human beings, the progenitors of the earth. These primordial humans were imbued with divine knowledge, wisdom, and the spark of Chukwu Okike's creative power. They were designed to be stewards of the earth, custodians of its resources, and bearers of its sacred wisdom. Chukwu Okike and Eke breathed life into these newly created humans, endowing them with the gift of free will and the ability to make choices. The progenitors were placed in the garden of the earth, a lush and bountiful paradise where they lived in perfect harmony with nature and each other. In the garden of the earth, the primordial humans lived in communion with the divine, guided by the principles of love, harmony, and respect for all life. They understood their interconnectedness with the cosmos and the sacredness of creation, and they revered Chukwu Okike and Eke as the divine architects of the universe. In the garden of the earth, the primordial humans thrived, enjoyed the bountiful blessings bestowed upon them by Chukwu Okike and Eke. They lived in a state of bliss and harmony with no pain, suffering, or conflict. However, as time passed, the progenitors became complacent and forgot the sacredness of their existence. They strayed from the path of divine harmony, allowing greed, jealousy, and ego to cloud their hearts. Their actions displeased Chukwu Okike, who had bestowed them with the precious gift of free will. As a consequence of their choices, the progenitors were banished from the garden of earth and their divine innocence was lost. The expulsion from the garden of the earth is akin to the biblical story of Adam and Eve's fall from grace in the Garden of Eden. It serves as a cautionary tale of the consequences of straying away from the path of divine harmony and succumbing to the temptations of the ego. We're going to talk about this path of divine harmony and succumbing to the temptations of the ego a little clearer later on in this video, so make sure you stay for that. Separated from the divine presence, the progenitors embarked on a journey of spiritual evolution and self-discovery. Guided by the wisdom of the cosmic serpent, Eke, they learned the value of humility, compassion, and harmony with the universe. In their quest for redemption, the progenitors faced trials and tribulations, navigating the complexities of the human experience. They experienced joy and sorrow, success and failure, love and loss, all integral to their growth and understanding of their place in the cosmos. We are going to come back to this thought, so make sure you pen this thought somewhere. Through their trials and tribulations, the progenitors discovered the importance of spiritual awakening, self-awareness, and the interconnectedness of all life. They realized that Shuko Okike's divine presence permeated every aspect of their existence, and that they too held the potential for divine creation within themselves. The journey of the progenitors is a metaphor for the human experience of seeking redemption and spiritual growth. It reflects the Igbo belief that every individual has a capacity for transformation and self-discovery regardless of past mistakes or missteps. Let's discuss the thoughts I said you should hold. I had to get my notebook because I don't want to get carried away with too much talk. So where we talk about the fall from grace, or the separation of, man, the progenitor of earth, from the garden of earth, I think it's very important to note that what I really appreciate about the Igbo's concept is the fact that when you look deeply into what caused this separation from the divine, it is something that forces you to have a sense of self-reflection. It is mentioned that aspects like, or things like greed, ego, selfishness was what caused man to have the separation from the divine, because the core of the nature of man is a nature of love, is a nature of peace, is a nature of oneness with all. But when the emotions of greed, selfishness, myself, when somebody is a person of me over everybody else, or my English has failed me. It's like the pushing forward of myself or my own interest above anybody else's. I will do anything, I will step on anybody just to have my own interest fulfilled against the interest of anybody else. I don't care about you, burn for all I care, as long as my own personal interest is fulfilled. These are the elements that caused for man this separation from the divine. Now we can see this represented in our society. So in every way we look, it is represented in our society. People are driven more by emotions of selfishness, greed, self-aggrandizement, and all of these I would say divisive emotions, than the emotions of love, peace, and harmony. And we can see how broken our society is. We can see how much this has affected our society. The good part though about this is that when you get, now I want to talk about this part of the human experience that I said you should hold that thought. Now, the human experience, for those of us that dive very deeply into metaphysics, the reason we are here, we see that these theories are very parallel, which is why it's very exciting for me, because I read a lot. I've read about all of these things in cosmic consciousness. So to come and see that it is represented in Igbo, philosophy and cosmology is actually very interesting and inspiring to me, to think that ancient Africans knew these things, they knew these principles, they understood that the human experience is a journey back to the divine. So every single thing that happens to you in your human experience is something that is pushing you closer to your divine nature. That is the good, the bad, the ugly, the treacherous, the pleasurable. All of those things are things that are awakening you, because when we are here on earth, we are here to have a human experience that it is ultimately a spiritual awakening, because it is taking us back to our divine nature. Now, the Igbo believe in reincarnation. We're not going to dive too deeply in this video, but we're going to talk about that in another video. And the Igbo believe very strongly in reincarnation, meaning that when you come to have your human experience, if you are not able to understand why you are here and the fact that this is actually a journey in spiritual awakening, you go and come back, because you have to get to that point of spiritual awakening where you become one again with the divine. You know, these things have, these emotions, feelings, and all of these things that we experience have separated us from the divine. So our experience here on earth is supposed to be a spiritual awakening that takes us back to oneness with the divine. So everything that happens to us here on earth, as terrible as it might seem, it's all good. Let me just say, it's all a good experience, because it is making us awaken more to the divine, to our own divinity. All right, guys, I know I am talking all over the place, so let's get back to our discuss. The Igbo creation myth is more than a tale of cosmic forces and divine beings. It holds profound wisdom and moral lessons that resonate with the human experience. It emphasizes the sacredness of creation and the responsibility of humanity to exist harmoniously with the earth and its inhabitants. The fall of the primordial humans from grace mirrors the challenges faced by humanity throughout history, the consequences of greed, hubris, and the loss of connection with the divine. However, it also offers hope in the form of redemption and spiritual growth, highlighting the human capacity for transformation and self-discovery. The Igbo creation myth teaches that the universe is a delicate and intricate web of interconnectedness, and that every individual has a vital role to play in maintaining its harmony. It encourages humility, respect for all life forms, and an understanding of the cyclical nature of human existence. The concept of interconnectedness in the Igbo creation myth aligns with the modern understanding of ecological balance and sustainability. It underscores the significance of caring for the earth and its resources, recognizing that the well-being of humanity is intricately linked to the well-being of the natural world. The myth also emphasizes the importance of free will and the power of individual choices. It encourages personal responsibility and accountability for one's actions, recognizing that every choice has consequences that ripple through the interconnected fabric of existence. In conclusion, the Igbo creation myth is a masterpiece of oral tradition, a poetic tapestry that weaves together divine beings, cosmic forces, and the essence of humanity's journey. It reflects the deep spiritual beliefs and philosophical insights of the Igbo people, offering profound wisdom and moral lessons for humanity as a whole. The myth's enduring significance lies in its portrayal of the interconnectedness of all life, the cyclical nature of creation, and the potential for spiritual evolution. It invites us to contemplate our place in the grand tapestry of the universe and the responsibility we bear as custodians of the earth. Through the Igbo creation myth, we are reminded of the sacredness of existence, the power of free will, and the transformative potential of human choices. It stands as a timeless testament to the enduring power of mythology, passing down wisdom from generation to generation, and preserving the essence of the Igbo people's spiritual heritage. In embracing this myth, we gain insight into the deep mysteries of the universe and find inspiration to nurture harmony, compassion, and reverence for all life on our shared cosmic journey. So this brings us to the end of our discourse for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed, learning as much as I have enjoyed learning this, because this is also a learning curve for me. Like I said in my previous video, I want to implore anybody that watches this to keep an open mind. If we can learn about philosophies from the Chinese, philosophies from the Russians, philosophies from the Caucasians, what is stopping us from learning our own African philosophies that actually shows that we knew some things? We weren't just dull, aimless savages. We actually knew some things about life. And I think it's important for us to keep an open mind, to learn these things, to understand these things, and figure out how we can apply them in our daily living and existence to give ourselves a richer, more beautiful, and full experience here on earth. So thank you so much for watching. There are going to be many, many, many more videos like this to come. So I want to implore you, if you watch this, if you enjoy this, if it resonates with you, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit a goal of 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year, and you are the one that will help me make it happen. So please like, please subscribe. And if you have not seen my video on Yoruba philosophy, the link is going to be somewhere there. I want you to click on it and watch it now. There is so much power, there is so much knowledge, there is so much wisdom in ancient African philosophies, and I think that it is important we start to tap into them today. Thank you so much for watching. One more time, please do not leave here without subscribing to my channel. You are helping me in so many ways that you don't even know. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your interesting comments, suggestions for what you want me to talk about in the comment section. I will read them all and I will respond to all of them. And I shall see you in the video of Yoruba philosophy right here. Click on it and I'll see you.